but neither did the other ones. He just stopped. So race leader Ryan Blaney bringing the field off of turn number 4. And again, just a reminder that a number of drivers either out of the race or running more. Trevor Bain had been up there having a good run. Then, like Alex Hayden pointed out, they had an issue.
I got to make doggone sure I got somebody going with me, because this is the perfect scenario to lose the draft and get out of it. Have yourself in big trouble, because if just one or two of them peel off, it's not going to be a good story for those guys, I don't think.
It's getting even worse for Kyle Busch. He was just busted for speeding on pit road, and he will be black flag.
For those the former winners of the Daytona 500, what it meant to their career. You know, Martin Truex, who won the championship last year, talked about how big that was, but he says, you know, he's
not running second, third, and they're in a good position. Race the Daytona 500.
Jeff, everybody has seen what can happen at Daytona. Last year, the situation with Kyle Larson leading, running out of gas. Kurt Busch was there, he won. The year that Derek Cope won, I could win.
Asked David Reagan at Talladega a few years back. Asked Trevor Bain when he was driving a few years back. It is possible if your car is running, you're on the lead lap, and that white flag flies at Daytona. And by the way, inside, you've got your young guns and your underdogs all running inside the top 5.
Yeah, it's a very interesting situation, Jeff, because there are a number of teams up there biding their time and waiting for the end of this race to get busy and win themselves the 500. But there are a handful of others up there. Matt DiBenedetto probably the closest to the front of the pack. They're not used to running up this high, and they just don't want to mess it up right now.
They're up there along with Connor Wallace, who's in the 6th position. There's A.J. Allmendinger and Chris Buescher. Teammates running 8th, and in the 10th position. Completely out of it a while back. He's back inside the top 10, and a number of other names who see that this could turn out for them today if they're in the hole. 36 laps to go in the Daytona 500.
36 remaining. A moment ago, you saw how aggressive Austin Dillon was in the back straightaway to try to get of that lead back. They had already come down pit lane. We monitored down is behind the race leader, because under the caution flag, they would get the free pass. Austin Dillon put the nose across the front. He was able to get ahead of Trevor Bain, and that puts him in position to get the lap back in case the caution were to come out.
And Dillon has got about a 2 or 3 car buffer now over himself. So a bold move there that paid off Austin Dillon. And again, if a caution were to come out, he would be back on the
Ryan Blaney still out in front. Drove for the Wood Brothers a year ago. Second in the Great American Race. He has dominated this year's Daytona 500. We're just waiting for those pit stops any moment among the top draft. There's 10, 15 cars in that lead draft. Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin. Majority of the stage. The matter is when they come down pit lane.
And we kind of heard the MRN guys talking about how it's important to come down as a group, because you don't want to get spread out and lose the draft and kind of have a broken up pack. So I would think that as soon as the leaders come down, the first 2 cars, everybody else would peel off to pit road.
And if you look at the speed, you're going on average in this lead draft. You got to get that low down at 55 miles per hour. That's highway speed for us, but for these drivers, it's only a quarter of what they're running around here today. So that's no easy task, and we haven't yet seen that here today.
Well, and brakes are not really something that there's a lot of emphasis put on very often, because you're riding around here a lot of times full throttle or just trail braking, so you don't really need the brakes to stop you on a dime. So that compounds the issue of trying to get the car slowed down from that high rate of speed down to 55 miles an hour, and it is no easy task. There's no doubt about that.
On this last one, could cost you the Daytona 500 and a chance. He was able to recover, but with time running out, you've got to be perfect on pit road.
from what Rusty Wallace calls go time in the Daytona 500. A total of 33 laps to go. And for now, watching the calm before the storm. No one stepping out of line. Everybody following Ryan Blaney. We'd like to welcome radio partners to Motor Racing Network for our coverage of the 60th running of the Daytona 500 today. 104.3 ESPN Radio, Panama City, Florida. Hog Country 93.1. The Tri-Cities leader in sports. Washington, Nash Icon 102.1 in Albany, Georgia. XS Sports 96.1 FM, KKX. And 94.7 and 100.9 The Bull in Lincoln, Kansas.
31 laps to go. Mike Bagley, we've seen this before, just kind of riding things out. Nothing has changed, by the way. It's still Blaney, Logano, Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Matt DiBenedetto, Bubba Wallace, Kurt Busch, AJ, and Chris Buescher. And Mike, I think we'll get back. I guess they're going to stay out. Looked like maybe they were coming to pit road. They are not. But again, Mike, we've seen this before. Joe mentioned it. Calm before the storm.
It is indeed just that, Joe. Even when we race at Talladega, we'll see them 2 and 3 and sometimes 4 wide. But there comes a point in this race where you just settle down, you cool your find out what you have, and you wait until it's go time. Rusty Wallace called it earlier today. We're a little bit of ways from that, but we're getting closer and closer. No need to put you or yourself and your race car in a compromising position and take yourself out of winning the Daytona 500.
Well, Mike, everybody's in a pretty good position right now. I'm looking at the temperature. It's cooled down to 6 degrees here at Daytona. Looks like the car's handling pretty good. They're going to have to hit pit road at like 170, lap 170, and it's going to take more than one. The reason I'm saying all that gives them enough time to put tires on if they want, at least maybe left side tires or right side tires. Some teams might elect not to do any tires because they don't want to make any.
For the stops, we go to Steve Post.
Ryan Blaney, the very first pit box, he hits his mark. First can of Sunoco fuel is in the race car. They do a tear out off the windshield of the Menards Peak Ford. 1 can of fuel. Ryan Blaney down and away. Martin Short. Winston Kelly.
Sunoco fuel only for Joey Logano. Right side tires, Bubba Wallace. Right side tires for Alex Bowman here. And it's going to be right side tires for Joey Logano. Ryan Blaney easily the first away, followed by Mark Truex Jr., Alex Bowman, then the machine.
Himself at 55 miles per hour on the pit lane right now. I'm not sure why he didn't come through with the rest of the cars. He's going to be out of sequence. He's got to have a good stop. On that FedEx Toyota, that's it. Sunoco fuel is in. He lights up the rear tires. He's going to have to pedal hard now to make sure he can hang on to the lead draft. Steve Post.
William Byron in completing his service. Right side tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. And Jamie McMurray getting pit service as well.
Been running in the top 10. He came on the pit road, got clustered up. He
Joey Logano speeding, coming on the pit road. Here comes Joey Logano in to answer his penalty as well in the closing laps of the race. And Joey
didn't realize he was going to. Joey made the pit stop, had a disastrous right front pit stop. Everything went disarray for this Penske number 22 car right at the end of the 500 when he didn't need that to happen.
Like we just talked about, he is the race leader, but it's not going to last very long because the field pouring down on Denny. Denny will pick up the draft. Ryan Blaney has taken over the lead once again, 26.
Well, Denny Hamlin just getting passed for the lead after pitting after everybody else. Ryan Blaney darting down to the inside lane. It's important for Denny Hamlin to see if he can his lead of the draft and back up through
just not enough speed when you're by yourself to hang with the draft when they're coming in a pack like they did there. And Denny has tagged the back of this lead draft, but he's got some work to do now with about 26 to go to try and work his way back to the front.
All of a sudden, Martin Truex Jr. Series champion in the 78 machine. Martin Truex mixing it. You go back another row and you've got Kurt Busch. He won this race a year ago. To the top, they all go to the inside lane off turn 2.
Does anybody have anything for Truex? He's going to have some help if he tries to make any sort of maneuver around the car that has been so dominant so far today in that 12 machine.
That is Trevor Bayne. He is still down. Behind him, Bubba Wallace is in the mix. He's begun to thin out a little bit. You've got a smaller pack toward the front of the field, about 8 or 10 cars in the lead draft at the moment. Some of the cars in the middle of that, including Trevor Bayne, a lap down, but Denny Hamlin at the tail end has caught up.
Everybody's still sitting in the turn number 1. And it's still Truex with Kurt Busch fifth as they race off of turn number 2. Bubba Wallace, A.J. Allmendinger, you guys have been quiet so far today, having a nice run in 6th and 7th. And there's Denny Hamlin in the back of that first group.
Well, you've raced for 50 miles here today. His final dash to the 500. You ride around for a little bit here and get yourself ready. You go through the strategy. Everything you learned all speed weeks long comes to play right now. You know your race car. You've got everything out. It's not for the final 24 laps.
Cars, I think that if somebody would pull down and he had help, that they'd be able to get an inside line. Especially if there's 3 cars kind of in that second group that's broken up. Michael McDowell, looks like Ricky Stenhouse is in there as well. You guys can tag the back of this front. We'll have a race on our hands.
Yeah, we will.
On the table. So far, so good for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr. breaks the draft, dives down to the inside. Puts it Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads to turn 3.
Everybody on their feet in Daytona. Dale Earnhardt Jr. now with a 3-car length advantage over Tony Stewart. Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking forward to the line to settle the Daytona 500. Earnhardt Jr. pulls the finish line. He will win the 46 running of the Great American Race. That was too.
Time now for a late race update brought to you by 21 laps remaining. We've seen 18 lead changes among 12 drivers. Currently, the lap 6 caution flags have waved throughout the running of today's race. Kurt Busch won stage 1. Blaney won stage 2. Right now, Ryan Blaney leads Martin Truex. Kurt Busch. This late race update brought to you by Wrangler Outdoors. Pants and shirts with quick drying, water UPF 30 protection. Versatility and outdoor credibility. Try on bigger than that.
This is how it sets up. 20 laps to go. A pack of 10 cars are running nose to nose. Waiting. Truex. Ryan Newman 5th. Bubba Wallace 6th. And AJ Benedetto and Eric Almirola 11th. Paul Menard and Joe, he is about 8 laps.
Tell you what, Jeff, I'm looking at all these cars out there running right now. I really don't see any leakage to help them. Another thing, we got like 4 packs of cars out there spread around the Jeff this minute, 10 going past the start. 3 or 4 off the turn. I tell you what, if the caution comes out, they get all these cars together, we're going to see a big-time shootout.
Well, again, it's been single file. It's been for the last 50 laps or so. And Dave Moody, we were talking a few moments ago about how with the name personalities we have up there on the lead list, 15, with 18 laps to go in the Daytona 500, this might get real exciting real soon.
I don't think there's any question about it, Joe. You guys made the no teammates really in vicinity of each other. There are no real manufacturer affiliates all that close to each other. You may just have to grab a dance partner and start.
Young guns, superstars, and underdogs all inside the top 10, all set to go here at Daytona. 17 to go, Joe. Ryan Blaney has been the class of the field, but there are 9 drivers. The question is, when will they make the move?
Everyone behind him, and a little team like Go Fast Racing, if they could start off this 2018 season with a win in the Daytona 500, what would it win? First time out of the Daytona 500. To win the Daytona, you can make a case for everybody there. It's going to be huge.
This is going to be water cooler talk on Monday morning about you talked about Bubba Wallace. He's been fantastic all day long. Matty Denafeno, he's been fantastic all day long. The Daytona 500 will make your name in a lot of people's minds for a long time to come.
Well, pick out your favorites. 16 to go. We'll be back with the conclusion of the Daytona 500 after this.
Event so far. Everybody plotting their strategy. We already start to see some movement toward the tail end of the top 10. Denny Hamlin running in the 7th spot.
What we saw in some of the recent weeks, drivers able to peel off the top line, dive to the bottom, and drive past. I don't know if anybody's good enough to do that to Ryan Blaney, but we know it works if you get a good enough run. Of course, if you don't, which is easier said than done, but the pack approaches the lap car of Joey Logano.
I'd keep your eye on that number 11 for Denny Hamlin. Logano goes up high through the triangle. The leaders will come down to the inside lane, make quick work. Logano goes another lap down after that miscue on pit lane. So Blaney gets through.
Joey Logano just went one lap down. The man on the move at the moment, doing it all by himself. He was outside of the top 10 when he hit it by himself. 7 helpers down. He is ready to go to the front. 14 to go from Daytona International Speedway. This is the Motor Racing Network. The voice of NASCAR.
Top of the racetrack in the 5th position in the order, and is pushing Alex Bowman.
Inside the top 5, he's got the lap machine to join him. But through that exchange, Denny Hamlin picked up some spots. When he won the Daytona 500, he passed 4 cars on the final lap, and it looks like that as he did 2 years ago. So Hamlin picked up a few more. Ryan Blaney with Martin Truex Jr. glued right to his back bumper.
Bottom of the racetrack, so Joey can get up there to the back bumper of that 12 car. It could be a tough duo to break up.
Runs to the high side of the racetrack. This time by everybody continuing to run up in the high lane. This time the lapped automobile did not mix up the lead draft. We're inside of 14.
Some brand new stations in Southwest Florida, 99.3 ESPN, Real Country Radio in the Hudson Valley, 94.9, and the OV Sports Network in Weirton, West Virginia, the new Froggy, 92.7, 102.7, and 103.7, Fairmont, 103.5, Big Country in Covington, West Virginia. Glad to have you aboard.
Last 2 Daytona 500s have been won by 2 drivers right now running inside the top 10. Kurt Busch is 3rd. Denny Hamlin is 5th. Everybody else in that top 10 looking to go to victory lane for the very first time. Ryan Blaney at the front of the field. He's never won it. This would be career win number 2, and it would be the 4th Daytona 500 win for Team Penske. How about Martin Truex? He's done it all. He accomplished everything a year ago. He was so close to winning the 500, but came up short. He's running 2nd in front of Kurt Busch. Just holding down there in one spot. He's been quiet all day.
Interesting stories on those drivers. We talked about Truex earlier, winning the championship last year. 2 years ago, as Jeff said, he missed winning this race by about an inch.
Yeah, just about an inch. I mean, I was sick from Martin Truex. He was so close to winning the Daytona 500. approaching 10 laps to go here in the day.
Off the apron to the exit of turn number 4. Picks up Chevrolet to the front straightaway.
Well, that changes everything. The caution flag is out at the start. To go. Ryan Blaney bringing the field across the line. Caution is out at Daytona.
So William Byron's tough day continues as he spins off of turn number 4. A flat right rear, looked like a flat right front as well on that 24th car. He moves it back to pit stall number 2, and you can see on the ISM Vision screens there a battle-wounded race car in a tough debut in the Cup Series for William Byron. You can see off of 4 there. That's what pushed him onto the apron, but sparks flying. And
from ISM Raceway, Saturday, March 10th at 3:30 Eastern on the Motor Racing Network.
Just 20 laps ago, Joey Logano busted for speeding on pit road. He outclassed to catch up with the pack when we go back under the green flag. Speaking of Paul Menard and others, they're on pit road, Steve Post.
Yeah, indeed. It started about 7th back, came in. That was A.J. Allmendinger. He was the 7th place car, I think it was. Chris Buescher is in, and Brendan Gaughan came in. Now, we just talked about him. Car sparks all over him on that car, but he's in getting pit service as well. Winston, how about in front of you?
Bubba Wallace was in 6th place. He opts to come down pit road. It's going to be right side tires for them. It's going to be 4 tires for Ryan Newman, 4 tires for Austin Dillon. They're all rolling the dice that this better grip, the fresher tires, is going to play out well for them. Ryan Newman's going to get out first. A.J. Allmendinger, Austin Dillon, Chris Buescher, and Bubba Wallace in that order. Alex?
Tires, nothing to lose. The back half of the lead track come down both on.
11 lines, look at
Top 5 under caution. Ryan Blaney, Truex, Kurt Busch, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin. 8 to go from Daytona International Speedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
accidents over there.
so nobody of the front handful opts to come down pit road.
Number 24.
Want their track position, and we've got ourselves set up for a shootout to determine the winner of the 60th Daytona 500.
When you're in the Daytona 500, you become a champion instantly. But at the line this time by, we will have 7 laps under green flag condition to settle the issue here in the Daytona 500 between Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., and the rest of this very talented field.
I'm all about the manufacturer, I'm sorry.
The Motor Racing Network celebrates 60 years at Daytona International Speedway.
The 500 has so much history.
1990.
Earnhardt now stretching his lead by another car length over Colt. Earnhardt's car blows up. Earnhardt blows the tire at turn number 3. Derek Colt down to the inside. Dale Earnhardt slides back into the fourth position. Hold on. The challenge of Levante. Derek Colt wins the Daytona 500.
Still yet to play out.
It's going to be so interesting here. 7 laps to go, Rusty Wallace. What do you think we're going to see?
Oh my gosh, for the first time in a long time today, we got 28 cars out there. They're going to be side by side on a restart with about 7 laps to go. This is going to be incredible. We talked about it earlier. Racetrack here. Now they're all together. Everybody wants to win the Great American Race.
Gone 13th, 14th Paul Menard, and Joey Logano 15th. Then Michael McDowell, he's 16th. Trevor Bain 17th. Clint Boyer 18th. Justin Marks 19th. Jeffrey Earnhardt 20th.
Green flag goes in the air. 7 to go to settle it here at Daytona. On the break, Ryan Blaney trying to get away.